Tears of the Kingdom is already very broken game. You can duplicate any weapon you have in your inventory. You can duplicate any material you have. Also, there is a food glitch, where you can take a dish buff, such as attack up, and put it into another food. Every glitch I'm going to showcase does work on the version 1.1.1. First of all, let's talk about the weapon duplication with an item that you can find in a wild. This soup ladle is an item I've never picked up. Duplication can be done with an item you have never picked up. This has 3 question marks, so I can duplicate that with another weapon such as torch. For this demonstration, I'm going to drop off all of my weapons I have, to make this easier to explain. Now to duplicate this soup ladle, we need to pick up this torch. It's important the weapon you want to duplicate over deals less damage than soup ladle. You can notice this with the green arrow that points up, so you know that the soup ladle deals more damage than a torch. But before you pick up this torch, you need to unequip yourself, and only have the question marks on the weapon that you want to pick up. Pick up the weapon. Press the inventory. Now here comes the important part. You are now equipped with the soup ladle, but we want to duplicate that over torch. So you have to press Y button, which sorts the inventory and moves this up over the torch. Equip the torch. If everything is done right with the steps you've been following, you should be equipped with the soup ladle, even though the inventory says you are equipped with a torch. All you can do is to press X button, and that drops the torch that gets duplicated as a ladle then. But with this another method, you can do it infinitely. So you see this sword I have, I will duplicate that by using a save and load method. First, save your game. Then go to the weapon selection screen, or shields or bows, whatever you want to duplicate. You want to now drop the weapon you have equipped yourself with. Then select another weapon. Doesn't matter what it is, but select something. Now unpause and pause quickly, like this. After that, drop your second weapon, then load your file. And if everything was done correctly, you should drop the weapon you wanted to duplicate. As you can see, I have another Dusk Claymore on the ground, and one of them is in my back. And that is the best way to duplicate any web equipment you have. Now let's talk about material duping. There is an old method that used 2 bows and fusing a material into an arrow. But that method is outdated and not as fast as the method I'm going to teach you. This new method is called MIT, that stands for Mid-Air Item Transmutation. Why is it called like that? I will explain after I've done it once. For the start of this glitch, you need to be mid-air with shield jumping, or you just jump off the ledge, paraglide, it doesn't matter. But when you're mid-air, you need to pause immediately before you land on the ground. First item you want to hold in your hand, there only has to be one amount of them. For example, Hearty Truffle Vaultwork or Golden Apple Vaultwork. However, when I've picked up this Hearty Truffle, anything that's on the left side, such as Muddle Bud or Puff's Room, those wouldn't work for duplication anymore. It has to be on the right side. So for example, Endurance Room won't work. As a demonstration, I'm going to pick this Golden Apple and Palm Fruit, then unpause. If done correctly, I should have one more Palm Fruit. However, if you noticed, I only have one Hylian Tomato left, and I used to have 2 of them. That is what transmutation stands for this glitch. But fortunately, there's an easy way to fix that. Let's say I want to hold this Golden Apple, and I want to duplicate large Shonite charges. You see, there's nothing on the right side anymore. So if I pick up 4 of these, and I'm gonna pick up these from the ground, you notice that I've lost nothing, because there's nothing on the right side's slot anymore. To avoid any hassle and losing some of your materials, it will be much better that you make sure that the item, that the material you want to duplicate is at the very last slot of the materials menu. That way, you don't have to worry about losing your materials by accident. And that is how you do the new item duplication. It is a very powerful glitch. Just make sure you don't lose some of your materials you have had for a while. So I recorded this video and I woke up the next day. A new method was found for material duping. How funny is that? So everything I explained earlier is kind of obsolete at this point. However, I'm not taking it off from the video because it's good for documentation for the future if anything happens to get patched. So for the new method, you want to be airborne like I explained before. It's the same idea. So let's be airborne with this paraglider. You pause the menu like I did before. So we want to dupe something like Lionel's horn. Let's pick up 5 of them. After you have picked 5 of them, you don't have to worry about losing any of your item. That's the best thing about this new method. When you want to start duping these, you want to press Y, which is short button, then start at the same time. If done correctly, I have 11 of them right now, and I didn't lose any items in the inventory. That's the newest method. So much better and so much faster actually. I am here in Karakara Bazaar for the next glitch with food. There are different buffs you can get with dishes, such as attack up, defense up, or speed up, and that can be put into these fish. But first you need to make sure you have eaten all of the roasted steaks, fish, and so forth from the food menu. The dishes you've made like shimmered fruit don't matter, just eat everything else. Now I only have dishes left. Now we cook ourselves a dish we want to duplicate into a fish. I'm going to make myself a speed up food dish by using bleed lotus seeds and combining it with Pharaoh's glove. I don't have a horn right now for a 30-minute speed up. I have 7 minutes and a half long speed up food here. Eat it right away. This is important part of this glitch. You need to cook a dish and eat it right away, so the glitch works. Now you just simply buy this bash. Then you open the menu with the food. And as you can see, roasted bass has 7 minutes and a half long speed up food. And that is not supposed to be possible, obviously. Roasted bass, now when I have only 3 of them, if I go to the materials menu, and I find myself Hyrule bass, and I roast them, I can get myself even more of these 7 minutes and a half long speed up food. I had 3 of them before, now I have 8 of them. And that is how broken Tears of the Kingdom is right now. Obviously I wasn't talking about everything that's been found, so expect a new video with more glitches, and I hope I'll see you in the next time.